What's up, my bearded bros? Bearded Maniac here with another NBA pick video, as we do every Saturday. So far, we are 467 and 287. We are 180 games above 500. Never honestly thought I'd get to this point, having this be my first legitimate time ever really picking games, or having a source to pick games through. This week we have 53 games. I'm going to try to make the games as quick as I can, make the shortest videos, make this video as short and sweet as possible. But first, before I actually start out, I want to say that NBA 2K is a fucking shit ass game with a shit ass fucking story. I worked all fucking year in my rookie year trying as hard as I can to get me and Justice into the top 10 in scoring, get us both all stars, all pros, or whatever you want to fucking call it. And what happens? No, they write the script as in, hey, Justice is like, I don't want to get traded, so I'm gonna go to the fucking goddamn San Antonio Spurs. Chef Curry went to the goddamn fucking Clippers, but there was no danger of him ever being traded. There was no trade rumors in my game. There was no anything, because he was a top 20 scorer consistently all year. But yeah, he's like, I don't want to be traded, so I'm leaving. And it's just bullshit. They fucking forced the script to have him leave after your first year. So if you haven't got this game yet and you're going to play it, don't do shit for Justice, because he's just going to leave you anyway. Fucking bullshit. Fucking pisses me off. Anyway, let's get to the picks after that little rant. Saturday we got, or today technically, we got 10 games. Well, that's if you're watching it today on Saturday. We got 10 games. We got Pelicans at the Wizards, picking the Wizards. Magic at Hawks. I'm picking the Hawks in this one. We got the Pistons at Pacers. I am picking the Pacers in this one. 76ers at the Heat. I am picking the Sixers in this one. I know, I said at the beginning of the year they're a terrible team, but they are really, really coming along. They could eventually contend for the 8th seed in the East, and that could make them dangerous. We got Cavs at Knicks. We have the Love v. Carmelo Anthony trade rumors coming around. This should make this one interesting. I'm going with the Cavs because they're going to show the Knicks, we don't fucking need Carmelo. We don't want Carmelo, so shut your goddamn mouth, you dirty little slut. We got Hornets at Jazz. I'm picking the Jazz. We have Bucks at Suns. I'm picking the Bucks. We have Nuggets at Spurs. I'm picking the Spurs. We got Grizzlies at Timberwolves. I'm picking the Grizzlies. Warriors at Kings. Of course, I'm going with Chef Curry cooking up a win against the Kings. Puns, puns, puns everywhere. And then Sunday we have a small schedule. I'm guessing it's because of the Super Bowl. I'm not sure. But we have 3 games. We have Clippers at Celtics. I know CP3's still out, so I'm going to have to roll with the Celtics here because Isaiah Thomas has been too clutch for me to go against anymore. We have Raptors at Nets. I'm picking the Raptors because the Nets somehow still have single-digit wins. It's hilarious. The Sixers have double digits, but the Nets have single digits. Then we have Trailblazers at Thunder. I'm picking the living triple-double Russell Westbrook in this one. Then Monday we have 11 games, our second biggest day of the week. Biggest is Wednesday. But Monday we have Lakers at Knicks. I'm picking the Knicks. Cavs at Wizards. I am picking the Cavs in this one. Thunder at Pacer. I am picking the Thunder in this one, even though they go back-to-back from Oklahoma to Indiana. I believe they can do this. Clippers, Raptors. I'm picking the Raptors in this one. Clippers do get back-to-back road trips from Boston to Toronto against 2 contenders in the East. It's going to be tough to win both back-to-backs, so I'm going to pick them losing both because I feel like they're going to lose one, but I'm not sure which one. Jazz Hawks, I'm picking the Jazz here. 76ers Pistons, I am picking the Pistons. Suns Pelicans, I am picking the Pelicans. Heat Timberwolves, I am picking the Timberwolves. Mavs Nuggets, I'm picking the Nuggets, even though the Mavs have been coming around lately, and I have regretted quite a few times not picking them. Spurs Grizzlies, I'm picking the Spurs. And Bulls Kings, I'm picking the Bulls, even though every time I pick the Bulls, they give me bull, and by bull I mean bullshit, because God, they're fucking terrible sometimes this year. They're good and then they're terrible. Then they're terrible, then they're good. It's just hard to predict with them. We have Nets Hornets on Tuesday to kick off the 3-game schedule. We have Magic, Rockets, and Trailblazers Mavs. So I'm going to pick the Hornets over the Nets, Rockets over the Magic, and Trailblazers over the Mavs because, who knows, maybe Lillard will actually make the playoffs this year. It's going to be doubtful because they're a pretty mediocre team right now. Then Wednesday we have Celtics Kings. I'm picking the Celtics. I'm picking the Spurs over the Sixers, Cavs over the Pacers, Wizards over the Nets because, like I said before, the Nets are atrocious. We have Nuggets at Hawks, Lakers at Pistons, Heat at Bucks, and Suns at Grizzlies. I'm picking all the home teams there, the Hawks, Pistons, Bucks, and Grizzlies, picking all of them. We have Jazz at Pelicans. I'm picking the Jazz. We have the Raptors at Timberwolves. I'm picking the Raptors, even though the Timberwolves are going to give them fits. Clippers at Knicks. I'm picking the Clippers here because after a couple days off, they're going to get back into the rhythm after maybe a back-to-back losses. They don't lose too many in a row. Bulls, Warriors. Gotta go Warriors here. Gotta go Warriors. You got Klay Thompson v. D Wade. We have Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler. Fucking other people against other people. Gotta go Warriors. Then Thursday we have 5 games. I'm going Celtics, Blazers over Celtics over Blazers, Rockets over Hornets, 76ers are going to fall to the Magic, Cavs over Thunder, and Jazz over the Mavs, because obviously the Mavs. And then Friday we have the last 9 games of the week to make it 53. We have the Heat at Nets. I'm picking the Heat because the Nets suck. Nuggets at Knicks. I'm picking the Knicks because the Nuggets are good, but they're on the road. Spurs at Pistons. I'm picking the Spurs on the road. Lakers at Bucks. I'm picking the Bucks at home. Warriors at Grizzlies. I'm picking the Warriors on the road. Pelicans at Timberwolves. Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Drew Holiday, Ricky Rubio. These are going to be this is going to be a good matchup. Pacers Wizards. I'm picking the Pacers. Hawks Kings. I'm picking the Hawks. And Bulls Suns. I am picking the Bulls to end the week. Now, being 180 games over 500. I am hoping to go roughly 37-16, something like that, but I'm hoping I don't do worse than 31-22, but I'm thinking if games swing my way, I could maybe hit 40 wins this week, which would also be awesome. Yeah. Now, something I'm going to do in this video that I should have done since All-Star break's coming up, I'm going to do an updated award thing like I did in the first video of this whole series, which I should start adding these videos to the playlist again. I've been slacking on that the last couple of weeks. But before I start, I want to mention, don't forget to share this video if you are an NBA fan, if you are into picking games, if you are into whatever basketball. We can have discussions on awards and shit like that in the comments if you want. Comment down below if you do want to have a discussion, if you think a game's going to turn out differently, if you think it's going to be a blowout, who you think's going to shine, whether you think Russell's going to get another triple-double or if he's going to get stuffed. And like it if you do like this kind of content, or if you want to see something else related, like if you want to see some actual NBA 2K gameplay, don't forget to comment down below about that too. If so, then I will be gladly ready to bring it to you. So anyway, now this is all ad-lib here. I don't have any fucking script written down because I didn't plan on this, but I felt like, you know what, let's have a discussion. All-Star game's coming up soon. But first, we have MVP. Who do I have for the MVP? I'm making all hand gestures and everything. You guys can't fucking see this shit, but I'm making hand gestures here. Now, for MVP, I'd have to say my top 3 right now are Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Isaiah Thomas. Now, Russell's leading the league in PER, averaging triple-double. Harden's has like the most 40-point games in the league, tied with Russell Westbrook, but he has the most fucking 50-point triple-doubles or whatever it is. Then you have Isaiah Thomas, the leading scorer in January or something like that. Probably the leading fourth quarter scorer, most clutch person on the team right now. So, between those 3, I would have to honestly probably take out Russell Westbrook because he has a team and I don't know how to put this. Like right now he has a highest PER and he has so many turnovers because he has the balls in his hands so often, but I feel like once he limits turnovers he'd go up on my list. He's 3 right now. As for number 2, I would have to have James Harden, mainly because his defense still isn't there. And yes, he has this mantra where, oh, do you want me to be just defense or whatever? That would be boring. No, I don't want you to just be defense, but I want you to at least have some defense. Now, the reason why I'm voting Isaiah Thomas so far as the number 1 MVP right now is because before he joined the Celtics, they were a basement East team, and it was terrible watching them. And not only that, he's 5'9". He's a 5'9" point guard, dominating the fourth quarter against teams like the Pistons, Raptors, fucking just top tier teams in the East with players, point guards much bigger than him, and he's just dominating them. And he's not doing it by shooting threes like Steph Curry. He's doing it by cutting into the basket in front of all the big men. He's dashing through people with his quickness, with his ball skills. It's just electrifying to watch. If you have not watched Isaiah Thomas in the fourth quarter, you need to turn on the next Celtics game you can watch and watch him, because he just takes control. It is like watching Tom Brady or freaking Le'Veon Bell in the fourth quarter. It's like watching one of them. It's just so electric. Now, for Defensive Player of the Year, that's a different story. I'd have to possibly go with an underdog in this category, mainly because I believe he's very underappreciated. But I'd have to go Karl Anthony Towns here, or Dwight Howard. Not because of the blocks or steals. I mean, they get those. They don't get them as often as I want. But for their ability to control the boards. They don't always get the most rebounds, obviously, but they can just take control of a game on the boards. Whether they don't necessarily have to get a rebound and score, they'll get a rebound and pass it right away if they have to. But I think I'm leaning probably towards Karl Anthony Towns here, because he also has the capability to make you pay with his defensive ability. Like most players, if they get a steal or a block, you're like, okay, we'll run down and we'll stop him. But with Karl Anthony Towns, if he gets a steal or a block, you're probably pooping in your pants, because he's going to turn it on you. That's a weird analogy, isn't it? Now, the other hardest awards right now, Coach of the Year, fucking Sixth Man of the Year, those are hard awards to pick right now. I think if I had to honestly pick a Sixth Man of the Year right now, I'd have to go. I'm trying to think of the really good teams and who's coming off their benches lately that's doing amazing. This is a tough one. I should have probably thought about this before I even recommended doing it in the video. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to forfeit that one. I know. Poor, pitiful me. If I had to, I guess I would, Jesus, now I'm really thinking about it. Now I'm really thinking about it. I guess I would have to go Olynyk for the Celtics if he's not starting. I'm not sure if he is right now. But that for Coach of the Year, though, ooh, that one's an even tougher choice. You got Popovich, who's obviously doing amazing. Brad Stevens from the Celtics is doing amazing. So is Steve Kerr. Tyronn Lue's doing pretty good. But honestly, if I had to pick one, it'd be the head coach of the 76ers. I'm not sure his name, but the fact that less than halfway through the season, his team's already matched their win total from last year, plus some. They don't even have their number one draft pick, Simmons, really back from injury yet. The way they're managing all those big men down there, I'm going to have to go with the 76ers head coach. He may not have a winning record, but that team has turned around so well that they, at times, are giving the best teams some of the best fights they've had all year. And it's just amazing to watch the way he's helped Embiid grow. It's incredible. If you're a basketball fan, it's just purely incredible. May not have a winning record, but I believe he deserves Coach of the Year. Now, that's basically it for now. I mean, maybe like after the All-Star break, after like 60-something games into the season, I'll update it a little bit, and I'll have it a little bit more scripted, just so it's a little bit better for you guys. But until then, I hope you guys stay tuned, because this series is something I love doing, and I'm trying to get it into a bigger audience so I can get more feedback on it, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and a little quick message before I go. Tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday, so go Patriots.